Impossible. Unreachable. Lexical.
Hi. I know.
The way.
To stiff is... Yeah, you should... There are wild pictures out there.
They would tuck their chins too.
It's kind of, yeah, I don't know. I think it's like, you need to be able to tuck your chin in just to fit it in or something like that. And then you can like take it out because there should be space.
And it's for warmth?
I don't know what the practicality of, is it supposed to be practical? I don't feel very practical in this right now.
No. When I was sitting in your coat, I was like, I can do this.
Yeah.
And that's about it, you know?
I guess you're just supposed to like feel rich. Supposed to look rich.
You feel rich?
Supposed to, maybe, I think what I usually say is, like, the less mobile you are, the more rich you come off. I don't know.
Right. To be embodied is to be
Because you're just
poor.
You're just like, oh, I can't even see you.
I'm just looking down at you right
I can't even
now.
see you.
I'm not gonna even see you. Yeah.
Tell me about your subway trip here. Because you apparently haven't been on the subway. You've been talking about all the things that happen on the subway.
They happen on the subway every day.
But I just ignore
I get
from,
it.
I ignore from day to day.
Listen, a certain mood, you want to ignore it. But after you spend the morning listening to a Rosalia album, you want to you want to go up to everyone and be like,
yeah.
Do you know? The feelings I feel all the feelings.
It got you.
Yeah, it just made everything about the experience more human.
Rosalia's a Pokemon too. Did you know that?
No.
That's all I can think about.
Rosalia?
Roselia. I mean, I don't know how it's pronounced. I mean, either way, but that is also a Pokemon. And so I've never heard of this artist.
Crazy.
What are the,
well, because she's massive in, Spanish-speaking markets, and it's really difficult in many ways. I think a lot of artists trying to, when they want to break into the American market, and language can feel like a big barrier to that. If my music isn't in English, then like people don't feel like they can connect to it. And but this, I first started listening to her through James Blake. He made some tracks with her. Bjork made a track with her. So it was like kind of the other artists that established English-speaking artists that I was learning about her. But this album, I haven't listened to a full album of hers before, right? So this is me really diving into her world. She said the album before was minimalist and this is maximalist. And so every track almost is completely orchestrated. And in like romantic ways, lush, like the full like sweep of an orchestra, not and then there are like more chamber music moments, like with Caroline Shaw, clear that was like the one that she orchestrated, and you could just but it was all over the place. And she's from Barcelona and speaks Catalan, and so there's all these different languages throughout it, and it just feels global and massive in a very Catholic way too.
Why Catholic?
She makes a lot of religious references, and I don't even know that. I listened to it once this morning, and I did not try and look at lyrics, because that's how I feel about opera in general. I mean, because she's making a lot of reference to the world of opera. When I go to the opera, I don't really pay that much attention to the words.
I've never been like that either. Any music,
I'm listening. In the music. I don't want to read.
I agree. I suck in the music. I
do.
And like the poetry of music has never really, like especially popular music, has never really spoken to me. Like, I don't know. Call me dead inside. Call me whatever you want. But
call me maybe.
Well, you better call me. But I don't know. The passion, the angst. I mean, I was more angsty in my high school years.
That's what I mean. It's all in the vocals. So in this album, it's like, because it's that like passionate Spaniard, like it's just like, when you meet somebody and they're just like, oh, da, 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 da. That's not a very American thing. We're not like going around
Apassionata.
with this feeling. And not really. If we do, it's sort of psychotic. You know, it's got this dark edge to it that you're like, oh, okay, over there now, you know? And
I feel like they love hard and they're like, I'm going to cut your dick off if you cheat on me. It's over.
So passionate. And that's what orchestras are really good at. That's what the violin is really, really good at.
Epic passion.
Epic passion. And like, you know, earlier I was like, do you have a lot of feelings? A lot of big feelings? You know, I have repertoire for you. There's like, chew on this, kid, you know? And like, it's so there. And so she's singing in this very like sweeping and then the nuanced and like the orchestra is the perfect setting for it. So even when there's reggaeton and there's like, you know, it still feels like pop music, but you listen to it, that's a timpani. What? You know? Cool. You know, like you really made this translation and it doesn't feel hokey. Like I imagine that it's also really lovely to play. You know, and that often is not original music. That's often not the case.
Is it original music? Like, they're not like quoting.
Yeah, and the orchestration.
I think that's what makes it cheesy. Is like quoting classical music like constantly. I mean, like, especially in like maybe some rap tracks.
That way in mind.
No. But there are things like some things I feel like some like I don't know tracks in the past, or just even using like Paco Bell's canon in pop music.
Right.
Okay,
Well,
like calm down.
It's
like,
super integrated, and it was like by bringing in the composers. You know, and the orchestrators and the people who are writing for opera. And so it's like this medium of translation. You're shaping, because the orchestra and orchestration at this point, there's cliches to it, you know, like how people understand what it's for. And then there's, I don't know where I was going with that.
Hi! This is QUEENJD sipping on some Christmas coffee. And I'm Phil.
And I'm Phil. Christmas coffee. I got a snow globe on top. It twists into the ceramic, but not very effectively because you can just pop it. She's not sealed. Don't spill this. It's not a good idea.
I hate that screw top element. It just looks aesthetic. Like when you're not always having this and you just look at this is so ugly. Like why do you want to
put your mouth on that?
Just,
you don't. It's like, what am I chewing on?
More Radio City memories.
I know. I see their posts and they're like, we're starting. And I'm like,
oh. If you were playing 4 shows a week, all week.
4 shows? Only 4?
Sure.
Wow, that sounds luxurious.
How do you feel mid-December when you're
I'd love to play 4 shows a week only. That'd be incredible.
No, I meant like 4 shows multiple times a week. How are you? Where's your brain space? What song of Rosalia's do you need when you've been playing? When you've already played 60 shows in the last 3 weeks?
Rosalia? What?
What? The artist of you?
Rosalia.
Rosalia. Sorry, that's how I say the Pokemon.
Rosalia. I love that Rosalia girl. Yeah, no, who cares how you say it as long as you know what you're pointing the same thing. Damn.
How are you feeling mid-December?
Well, that's interesting. When The Hours came out.
And also December? Was it out in... It could have been.
Yeah, I think so.
Years ago.
Mm-hmm. And I went and saw that. And I remember going up to Stage Door at Radio City and seeing Milton, the concertmaster. And he was like, how are you doing? And I was like, I just saw The Hours. It was incredible. I cried. It was amazing. So he's like, oh, you've fueled yourself. You've filled up your tank.
Yeah.
You know, you go out and you do, you know,
have some life work.
Get some art that gives to you because this will just take from you.
Work-life balance.
Right. It will just keep taking, and you can't really milk it for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. There's a level of people who could be very detached. You know,
but December,
I have a hard time like underplaying too. It's a big fault of mine. I tend to overplay. And
you'd rather just sprint the whole time than slow down a little bit.
That feels good. Whereas like if I'm barely doing it and I'm sitting there and I'm barely doing it, there's a part of me that's dying faster.
Yeah, that's how I feel when I'm walking. When I walk slow with everyone else.
I think, you are such a speed walker. Oh my God.
I would rather just walk fast because I feel like I'm dying inside when I walk really slow because then I don't know, like I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere, and it's taking forever. Unfortunately, when I was back...
Get there, go there, get there, go there.
Well, unfortunately, when I was home back with my mom recently, she's slowing down, and so I had to walk with her. And we were in this large mall, and it's kind of excruciating. And she holds onto my arm now, and it's a little excruciating walking at her pace.
Isn't it? It really teaches you something.
Yeah.
It really does. No, because I have to, with my own mother, I have to do that. But I also think it's like, you never want to go for a slow walk and just where you're, like on a sunny afternoon.
Yeah, when I'm down to do that,
something, and it's like, and you're just noticing little things. In New York, in particular, just
I need some goodies to slow me down in that case.
You're not ever gonna get at that frequency.
That's actually kind of why, right? I need the goodies. I need them to slow me down because my brain is always going.
It's always going, yeah.
And I'm like, I want to do, and even my leisure is somewhat active. So I'm like, okay, no, I need something to take to just
You mean clubbing as your active leisure? What's your active leisure?
No, that's just I don't know, watching informational YouTube videos.
Right, you got to take it in.
Got to take to learn something. Yeah, I mean, no. Clubbing is definitely turning off my battery, but I don't do that enough. I mean,
Yeah. Do you want to go tonight? What are you doing?
I'm playing a show.
Oh, you're working.
It's December, right? No, it's busy season.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I don't know what I'm doing after, but where would we go after?
Oh, it's that Rosalia thing.
There's an event?
The violinist was supposed to be 4. There's an event at the club. Some promoter is obsessed with Rosalia, and I knew this was going to happen.
Oh, so we should check it out? We should check out that event and judge that violinist who's probably going to be worse than you?
No, I mean, there was a video in his story. It was cropped. He had a nice bicep. So I see where I wasn't really the right candidate.
Sure.
But yeah, and he was modifying the part because there is actually a video on Instagram of an older violinist gentleman who did replicate it. That violin part in that Rosalia track, it's warped, right? It's I do this sometimes. I think it's fabulous. You play something at 2/3 tempo, and then you speed it up. So it's impossible. It's I first did that with the Bach partita because I wanted it to be 96, but also have all the articulations. You have to have time for your body and your brain to grab everything. And it's just beyond the cusp of my capabilities, but I think certainly many violinists. And then it's but that's what that track is on Rosalia. The violin part is not playable as is. You can, and he did it with this kind of funny tremolo, and he pulled it off. But it's I wouldn't be able to play that tonight in the club on a whim. I'd have to really figure it out. I like that. I like that it's the type that you can use technology to go beyond what is possible, and then maybe it stretches what's possible. Kind of in the same way that Stravinsky Rite of Spring, right? The bassoon opening, and people were like, what did you do to the bassoon? Oh my God, by having it play that high. But it just transformed the way that we imagined using a bassoon,
Colors.
The colors. So that's one of the best things to me about production is you could just do anything.
Do whatever.
You can do anything in there. Put something in there that you can do, and then just go make it crazier. Why not? Because you can. And then somehow you'll find ways. I'm excited about this. Rosalia's tour is going to have a full orchestra with her everywhere she goes for the next year. Just in her train. They're just going to follow her everywhere. And it's wonderful. I love that for the world.
Think she'll hire locals?
That's a great question.
Is it a world tour?
Usually that's how it is. You carry a team and then they train a local. But I think actually this, maybe she'll take
Maybe she'll take one violin and then just
wow, that was always my dream business model,
hire the
right?
sheep.
Yeah. I played with Harry Connick in Boston, and that was the case. The concertmaster traveled with him, and then everybody else was hired local.
And you can turn around.
His horn players were also traveling with him, but not the strings.
Can you change that articulation?
Yeah, strings are often pick 'em up. Because we're a dime a dozen, honey. There's so many of us. And just, you want to get your buddy to play whole notes? you know, but it depends on, I don't know. I'm very excited to see how it's realized in concert setting, because it's so phantasmical in the recorded execution of it. And I also love that you can start from the phantasmical and then the puzzle of like, how do I make this into a live experience and function, you know?
Mm-hmm.
People get paid and everybody's like having a good time and doing good work, you know?
How do you celebrate gay Christmas? How have you celebrated Christmas in the last few years without Jesus?
Without Jesus. Okay. Great question. Last year I was cat sitting for my mother while she was celebrating Christmas with my sister in California.
So you went home?
Technically, but she wasn't there and it wasn't about Jesus.
It was you and the kitties.
And Amy and Steven, my brother. Yeah. We got really bad sushi in Harriman, Utah. Don't do it. Not the place for that. And I don't know, I went on a great hike on Christmas Eve to this like hot spring that's next to a cold waterfall. Back and forth, and you're in nature.
Morning Christmas walks are actually kind of memorable now that I think of it. Like, I actually dressed up in this and walked the Brooklyn Bridge one morning with one of my Jewish friends.
You did?
Yeah, and we just like walked and listened to music next to, you know, he had ear and I had an ear, and we just like walked and talked and caught up and, you know, maybe got
like
a snack.
On Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas Day.
Oh, okay.
It's like New York City, like Christmas Day is popping outside. Like, you know, you go to Chinatown, there's a lot of really good, like Chinatown's open. Yeah. Jewish people are, you know, just out and about hanging out. Yeah, getting their Chinese. And and just the tourists are there out too, seeing whatever's open. Right. It's wonderful. And then I remember I spent Christmas with one of my exes in North Yorkshire, England. And again, just like English farm countryside and beautiful grass and where the sheep were. Oh, with the sheep. So those are, I don't know, it's a good activity. It's good things to just do, like making traditions. And
just hanging out with friends. What was I doing the year before that? I don't remember. I think, was I still at Radio City that year?
You played Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day?
Yeah, I think I usually do. Yeah. Because my stand partner always had kids, and then that I would be like, yeah, whatever, I'm not.
I like playing, I think like what's more festive than just like playing Christmas
doing
music.
The thing.
Doing the thing, yeah.
Yeah.
There was one year I was off for Christmas and I just woke up and got high and maybe, you know.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't have a lot of value to me. I'm like, yeah, in the solstice, you know, is more preferred moment. And I wish that like there was like a stronger pull to do that specifically, but
you can make it. You can make your own traditions. You can make your own.
Sure, of course.
What would you do on solstice?
The best solstice was when we got Boop.
Aww.
Boop arrived on solstice. It was very sweet.
That's amazing.
A brand new little tiny itty bitty bunny.
Addition for under the tree.
Yeah. Oh. Little Boop. Boop.
Little Boop.
That was a great solstice. I wanted to name Boop Solstice, and Amy was like, no. So then I was like, well, then we're going to call it Boop. And she's like, you can't name a bunny Boop. And I was like,
what does she want to name it?
I don't know. It's like, why can't you name a bunny Boop? Like, who doesn't want a bunny named Boop?
Yeah, you convinced her.
Well, because that was a word, that was just a word between us. It was like, do you have any relationship, gerbil garble?
Probably.
Like words that just happen between you and the person you live with.
Well, first, my ex Riley would be like, he would just walk by and be like, poos poos.
Poos poos. That's right. That's your word. Poos, yeah. Poos. Ours is boob. So if you get, and it predated the bunny boob as the proper noun. It predated that, and you come home, you open the door, and in order to see if someone's there, you go boop, and then if someone's there, then they'll go boop.
I don't think Eric and I have anything like that.
But we both do it. You open the door, and if you don't see someone, and then you just go boop to see if they're
usually there. With me, with Eric, I love just like staring at him. So I'm just like, so I just have to come.
He is nice to look at.
He comes like, he'll take his pants off, and I'll just like stare at him, and then like, what I'll usually do is I'll do this. Come over to bite him in the ass. And so, and he's like, there he is. And he calls me the booty goblin.
Yes.
And sometimes I'll do these weird things just to creep him out. And
booty goblin. Oh no, the booty goblin.
but sometimes I'll just stand. I think I tend to like, kind of like when he gets home and when he's standing and doing things, like I'll tend to like want to follow him. Just to like
the boop does that.
I'll just creep
follow
on him,
you around in the kitchen.
and I'll just stand there and then like, and it's like, okay, yep, he's here. And then, but even last night he was like, you have this like predatory face. I'm like, okay. Like,
I know the feeling.
I'm like,
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Predatory face.
He doesn't like when I make scary sounds. It's too scary.
What's a scary sound?
I'm gonna get you. Give me that booty. I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, very animal.
Yeah, no, but he doesn't like when I get scary.
Yeah, I would say it's don't get scary on me. I have other relationships for that.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, because they're caught in your home, you know.
Yeah.
It's a different relationship, you know. You can give that energy out to somebody who doesn't live with you more easily, I think.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
Yeah.
What is this bingle bangle?
My key fob or my watch fob. There should be there's a pocket in here, but it's a little bit false. A pocket watch attached to this ribbon.
You definitely need a pocket watch.
But it's a lie, so it's just a false.
It's a lie.
And so then would be the other end of the pocket watch. I've added extra noisy accoutrements, but then there should be like my like stamp, like initial stamp.
Like a bunny.
Right.
Yes.
But yeah, I haven't been home for Christmas in
home,
years.
you mean with your mother?
Yeah, or in Vegas.
Yeah. No, I haven't celebrated Christmas with them in a long time. It was very easy when I had the work, you know, when I was doing and then I'd be like, well, I'm not coming because I have work and this is when I work. And now I'm not doing that, but I'm still like, have fun.
I don't know why. I don't know.
They're used to it now.
Christmas just gets, I don't know, it just gets sad.
Okay, let's unpack that. What kind of sad do you feel at Christmas?
I mean, like, I'm not detached from my family. I mean, we're not super close. We're close enough, but I don't know. I just don't feel like I need.
Do you mean you're sad if you try and do it with them?
I think it's more of an
or you're sad even when you're here on your own and not with them, you have sad?
No, I think I'm probably less sad here.
The nostalgia doesn't feel good to me.
Yeah,
it's like,
agreed.
It's like, oh, when we were all children and that's when life was good.
Yeah, looking back and thinking back, I don't think that way either. It's like looking back and missing the good old days is not like, I think moving forward is like the most healthy thing to do.
I mean, what else is there?
Exactly. And I think that's what
other option do you have?
And maybe that's what's like, okay, we're supposed to like
in your memories.
We're supposed to just like be, think about being a family because of what we've done in the past. And I guess we're not creating new memories. And so I think that's what kind of getting stuck in the past kind of makes me feel like maybe that's what makes me feel down.
Yeah. And it's not a medium. I feel like the Christmas holiday is not a medium through which I can authentically like generate new memories with my family. Like, because I'm not into it in the way that they are. And so it's like, why am I doing this? This doesn't mean anything to me.
I think it's kind of hard as adults maybe to like create new memories because usually I feel like the sprightliness of children being silly or being, I don't know, right? It's usually
children are the like, source of memory.
Yeah, it's usually just like really silly things or like silly mistakes or silly like disasters that really create the memories.
Okay, what's your favorite Christmas memory from your childhood? Flip.
The first thing that I thought of was when I was a child, my mom and I like just sat in front of the camera. We sat in front of 30 years later, still doing the same thing.
Still got it.
Me and my mom in front of the camera, and we were just like, as a kid, I would just call it like a funny movie, and we would just like talk. We would just be like talk. It was just like my mom.
You were doing this with your mother?
Essentially, we were just talking. Well, I mean, not like talking like, I was like 8 years old.
Girl,
so
I
like,
need the footage. Where
we
is
were just
it?
We were just like doing goofy things. Cute. We were just being goofy in front of the camera, essentially.
Yeah.
And I think I might even like put my balls to the camera as a child. Like I think that was one thing I did. I I don't know. Yeah, it was just like us being silly, and I remember just like
Having a
wanting to watch it,
medium. Yeah.
and we would just watch it over and over.
Oh,
And
totally. Okay, ours, analogous. My oldest brother, Stephen, it was his first Christmas away. He was on a mission in Italy. And so we made him a nativity videotape and mailed it to him.
you you were like acting in this.
We were acting out in the nativity for my brother for his first Christmas away on his mission. And so it was the rest of us, and I was the angel. And you better know I killed it. It was so good. I was so shiny and bright and standing on a stool. And it's one of our, we all treasure it because it's just all of the peculiarities of us as a bunch were very apparent, you know, because we're kids, right? So the way Melinda acted the innkeeper, and she was slamming doors and just she was doing, it was like drag, right? She was like being a man, being like no, there's no room, you know, and would slam the door. It was just such a like intense, like overacted take on the innkeeper, but she was in it, you know, all the way. And then my sister Tamara was Mary, and my brother Paul was Joseph, and they were very like, oh, hello, yes, you know, and the stuffed animals were surrounding us, like the stable, you know, and then we had this dumb song about the wise men. Anyway, it created something. We created something together, and then we were able to watch it again and again and again. And that's part of like what you were saying. That's part of the experience of why it like becomes more in the memory, you know, because
it's like a video that essentially just becomes like a physical memory.
It distills something.
Not just
it's like it distills something, but we didn't have like a lot of creative practice around, you know, like it wasn't like we were doing new ones all the time. We just did that one time. It's the only time we ever did it.
Over sensationalize these things in our brain just to give it significance, because humans love, right, just like creating history for ourselves and right, creating like a future that when we die, you know, there's something there. But is there? Is there
that plastic VHS tape? Does it still exist now? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if it still exists now. We're going on a sleigh ride.
We gotta let the Christmas.
A horse-drawn carriage.
We need the image.
I kind of want you to drive the horse-drawn carriage. I want you to be in charge of the horse.
I don't know if I could be like a good.
It's not safe.
It's not safe. I can't
Yeah, you're right.
I can't turn around.
No, you need to be driven places.
But I would love to have like just like gay Christmas hosting, because you know a lot of my musician friends, you know, they're working or they're like either off just on those days and they don't want to go home.
Right.
So I think Eric wants to have but then I have to decorate even more.
You have to?
I would have to.
You would have to. Okay. To what level?
Well, just like down the hallway. I don't know. I just like I want full immersion.
I mean, as long as Jesus wasn't a focus, I guess I could get involved. Do you want my help?
Gamus? How do we get rid of the crisis from Christmas?
Yeah, I mean, no offense to Fox News. I know they're always worried about that. What's gay about Christmas?
The camp.
What camp?
I mean, Santa in fur? Fur? Does Santa have all that fur? I mean, you know, technically, like, this is more of like a Victoria, right? It's practical, right? Technically, like, the fur is a practical use.
It's very practical.
But I think nowadays we've gotten rid of all the frilly for more modern practical things that don't include this fancy stuff. So I don't know.
You like the occasion.
The occasion.
That's really what I think.
The celebration, the reason to dress up.
Yeah.
I guess holidays are just celebrating being together,
There's also like a cozy, the glow, right? We have the glow.
It's cold, so
the glow, the cozy, the sweater, there's a like timbre and texture to it, for sure. Okay, so what else is happening at your party? What do we need to generate for this moment?
Poppers?
Definitely a little tray.
A little tray of poppers.
Who would be carrying the tray? Ideally,
like a cigarette person.
Mm-hmm. What do they look like?
This?
Yeah.
Or like,
you know, all those people, all the helpers outside Radio City. Think about how many layers of levels of staff are required to pull that off, and then they get costumes. It's like next level.
That's exciting.
It's fully Disneyland.
You get that like giant.
The candy cane. They look good too. They do not look shabby. They're not like throw on the jacket with the corporate label on it. No. They're like this.
Because the alternative is like the Chicago barkers, like the ladies that are out trying to like they're trying to advertise for Chicago the musical, and so they kind of look a little Fosse here, and they're handing out the the Chicago flyers, like
dress your barkers. That's what we do here. In
dress your barkers.
Dress your barkers, and like from a business standpoint, the investment in that, but it's all part of the experience.
It's marketing,
immersive. Right? The minute you get on the block, you're in.
Take me into your world.
Yeah, take me into your world. What's your world?
Cozy, warm,
tight sweaters,
beautiful,
and
aesthetic. Poppers, and that's a long. I was like, tight sweaters, poppers. Okay. I think sweaters. No, I think the sweater should be like just a little bit, slightly oversized, cozy, enough to like fill out. Enough to show off a little bit of shape, but not too swimming in them.
Right.
Cozy.
We're not hiding.
That's the cozy. Yeah, you don't need to hide completely in the sweater. Just
no.
But you want to show that you're like.
Gays are very body forward.
But you need a little bit of billowing. Some billowing.
A little billow. A little bit drape. What are you serving? Do you have specialty cocktails? What's your favorite hors d'oeuvre?
I made this like amazing spiced like sherry punch one year. We had this Christmas party. Essentially, I had to make like a bunch of spices. Like it was like a chai mixture. And then like, I think I might have had I had a pine tree liqueur, pine tree
herbal
liqueur cocktail one year as well.
Oh, that sounds nice.
It was very tasty.
I would love a pine cocktail. I think that sounds perfect. That's why I get a real tree.
You got horny when you smell that tree. Oh,
I want to hug it.
Bigger than me.
Bigger than me, a tree.
Oh, tree daddy.
Tree daddy, tree daddy, tree daddy. I like going up to pine needles and letting them do
into those tree boughs.
Yeah, they're. I did that on my hike yesterday.
Big boughs.
They're the really soft ones that are long soft needles that are kind of like, and they just feel like bunny whiskers. A little stiffer, obviously, but then you just put your head up in the tree and let the wind blow around you, and you get a little. So fun. It's all about that texture. Would you get me, Phil? From me? From Hermes?
It's not.
Are they sponsoring this video?
Not from Hermes, especially.
Chippy. What'd you get?
Trying and rating an assortment of lime-flavored plantain chips. Because they are tangy.
Tangy for your holiday season.
This is just something I get at the bodega. And I love plantain chips. I love the bite. I love the texture. I love it's a little solid, more solid than a... But then I usually get the garlic ones.
Are they good with cottage cheese?
Yeah.
Really?
I think when they're like salty enough.
Okay.
Sometimes because there's...
Sure, you do want a salty chip. That's part of it.
It's not quite salty enough because they're a little thick. And so it needs a little more salt to carry it. But they're good. And... the lime ones, I love,
Love a lime.
I do sour candy because I love a tangy, tasty, tart treat.
Tart treat. Tangy, tasty, tart treat.
So we're going to have a little competition.
Competition?
Mariquita's Classic.
What else?
Bocadeli. Plantanix. Chili, lime, and salt.
Give them a little sniff.
Lamb snacks.
Lamb?
Lam.
Oh, that's the brand.
Okay.
I like the color of the bag. They smell kind of sweet. That's nice.
I love corn nuts because I love just something that you have to chew on for a while. It's very satisfying. I think like dog, like whenever I would give Mocha likes giving like whenever like a wooden coffee stir. Like if I left one on the ground, she would just like take it in her like space and just like want to chew on it.
Yeah. That's very dog with a bone.
And so that's like, this is like me, just like corn nuts or these.
Sure. Corn nuts, I feel like always get stuck in your teeth though.
It's so funny. I love.
You love that. It gives you something to work on.
I also feel like I'm maybe working on my like jaw muscles. Maybe like I'm like helping my cheekbone structure by working my muscles by chewing a lot. I don't know.
Stimulated as a wind player. These, I don't know. They have like a mustier flavor. I don't know.
Well, I think these are a little musty too, but yeah. I think, is that like old or that's just like, I feel like that's just kind of how
I didn't mean to say old. I was just, it's like these are very bright. Well, it's got a bright tail to it. These are kind of bright light. And this one is like a deeper spice.
I see, yeah.
It's crawling down my throat.
the lime.
I didn't taste the spice right away.
I feel like this one's gonna be a little more different. But
yeah.
These taste actually pretty closely to these.
Went right down my throat.
I like the lime.
I'm white.
The chili.
Yeah, the chili. This is the last one. I didn't do this one.
This is something I never find in like 7-Elevens in Vegas.
Really?
Just, no, very local, just because the community is so Latin up here. In New York, you can tend to be able to get plantain chips really easily.
Wouldn't there be a Hispanic population in Vegas?
There is, but I think it's more Mexican than like, up here is like Dominican and like South America, or I mean like this
Caribbean.
Continent.
Caribbean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dominican.
I think these are my favorite.
Yeah. I could find 3 other brands too.
We could just keep going on this.
Keep going. And this is a whole rabbit hole. But like even at our local Chinese restaurants, you can get like smashed plantains, tostones.
These are the lightest. There's just not like it's not a strong flavor. It's like the texture is a little thicker chip. I'm just sort of like a more bland, light, unobtrusive. This one carries quite a spice. And this one is kind of in the middle. I think this one's my favorite. A little more flavor. Thinner chip. So it's more like a potato chip. This is clearly plantain. Like you bite into it and you're like, no chance it's potato. But you might be a little confused at first about that. I mean, why did potato get to be the standard, you know?
Irish.
A lot of people eat potatoes. I like the two.
Mary Gamus!
Mary Gamus. Imagine giving birth in a barn.
My stepmom had a home birth.
Home birth. Okay, this is not a barn. I got a barn.
Okay.
You got a donkey and a sheep next to you.
And they're shitting. You're shitting.
Maybe there's something kind of integrated about it that way. Who knows? I wonder if there's like people who do that just because they want that experience. I bet there's a kind of Christian that would get into that.
The recreation.
Yeah. They're like, I want to give birth like Mary did. I want to do it in a barn. Somebody had to have been like,
I want 3 strangers looking over me.
Yeah.
But they better be giving me a gift.
For sure. Gold. I'll do it for gold. Frankincense and myrrh. Bring me those. I'll give birth in a barn. No problem.
She could be comforted around you. Always back to you'd have one on each side to grab onto the next. Ah! Pushing.
Do you think they'd join in?
Like Midsommar, have you seen that?
No. But they'd start screaming too. The donkey.
That'd be very sympathetic.
It would.
There's a scene in this horror movie where I don't know, this girl's like crying because, I don't know, probably her man's cheating on her. Or, I forget what it is, and she's crying, and then all the girls around her and this like, where we're learning it's kind of like a cult. They all start like, she starts crying and everyone just matches her energy. So everyone's just like, ah, 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 and you gotta cry back at me. Like it's really like that. You can go harder like it.
I know.
I know you can.
I know you can. I know. I had to close my eyes because, like, looking at your face, it doesn't feel like it's coming from me. So I have to close my eyes and I have to find where in my body has that energy and, like, I could bring it out. I always wonder about that. Like, have you ever watched someone cry like that?
Other than that?
Yeah. IRL.
Well, I meant like,
You're like, yeah, but you do that over there.
I haven't gone to a performance.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Would that be like a crazy performance art?
No.
Like induce crying for an audience? Not like cry on command, but like induce yourself into like sobbing like that.
What would it be called?
As performance art.
Would it be a Christmas thing?
I don't know. Maybe. Christmas doesn't make me want to cry though. Because Christmas, you said it makes you sad.
New Year's, I could maybe be more likely to scream.
Scream.
But that's the next episode. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.